Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and Creative Assembly just posted a small news update in reference to Egrimm van Horstmann. That's a character that a lot of people have been pretty much expecting since prior to Shadows of Change, and people are still expecting him later down the line, especially since Shadows of Change didn't have the FLC Legendary Lord, which was the regular thing. But yeah, the update goes as follows. Hi all, I'm so glad you're championing the idea of us making Egrimm. When I mentioned in the video that he would better suit a DLC rather than a patch, I meant that it takes a vast amount of time, effort and money across the team to do a character like him justice. So I didn't want you to get your hopes up that you'd see him in one of our interim patches like 5.2 or 5.3. He is on our long to-do list with other things you're requesting. And while we aren't currently planning a new Tzeentch DLC specifically, or Egrimm anytime soon, we're still planning to introduce other characters you're all super passionate about through FLC, and maybe one day Egrimm in this capacity too. Okay, this isn't too bad. It's obviously something that we do need to talk about. Yeah, a lot of people got hyped up for Egrimm, because if you mention a character like that, it's the same reason why he doesn't mention Vanquil anymore, right? This was a massive thing back in Warhammer 2 with people constantly asking, and Creative Assembly saying, hey, just like cool it on Vanquil, eventually he'll come. During the patch cycle, I'm not sure why people were expecting like named characters. While it would be kind of cool, I've said this in previous videos, and I know some other creators have been saying the same thing, that yeah, it's very likely Creative Assembly's budget during patches is much smaller than that of a DLC budget, especially when you have to take into account casting and voice acting, all that different type of stuff. When it came to like the orcs and the goblins, they were mostly just using stuff that was either already done from previous stuff that never got finished, or also like, yeah, a lot of the voice acting, voice lines and stuff, it's the same, so they're just copy pasting those voice lines without getting a new actor. Plus, Legendary Lords take a lot more time because they have to come up with mechanics and so on and so forth. It is nice that he's on a to-do list. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen anytime soon, especially as like DLC right now seems to be a bit far away from each other. Right now we've been having like 8-month breaks, hoping that that kind of speeds up a little bit because, I mean, everyone wants some more content for their specific factions. I would argue that Tzeentch doesn't really need a DLC at this point. There's not really a lot of stuff missing. Well, like maybe 2 things, the Fireworm and something else. Unless Games Workshop are being involved and helping commit to make new units. You know, the Doom Knights of Tzeentch, the Disc Riders weren't really a unit back in the day. But right now with Games Workshop saying that there's no monogod focus for some reason in Old World, which is frankly very stupid, I don't imagine that that's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe this could be the time for Creative Assembly to do character packs every now and then to kind of make the time between DLCs a little bit shorter. But yeah, down the line, I'm happy with that. I'm just happy that, you know, maybe we might get another character for Tzeentch, because right now it's just Kairos and the Changeling. While the Kairos campaign is replayable, I don't really like the Changeling campaign personally, and I know I'm not the only one. But with that being said, I'm loving the communication right now. I love the honesty from Creative Assembly here. This is really good. It's a very similar line of communication that happened in Warhammer 2 rather than what we've been having lately with Warhammer 3. So this is really good. Hopefully it continues. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's start a bit of a discussion. Not the best news, because obviously it means that we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for Egrimm if he does come, but I mean, it's kind of expected considering that right now they're focusing on Khorne, Greenskins, and Ogre Kingdoms. So yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. Have a great day everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon.